I'm Ethan Suplee. I'm an actor, and having a positive mental attitude has affected my life greatly. I've been sober for a little over 10 years, and it's really changed my life. I think it's all just a decision, and when I made the decision to change my life, I got straight, and everything's better. I'm now a father of 4. I have 4 daughters, and I'm just much happier now. Every day is a gift that I celebrate, whereas before I was pretty much miserable all the time. I've changed my body physically. I've lost a lot of weight. I race bicycles. I can do basically anything I want to do. I just had enough of kind of suffering for nothing, and now I suffer for a product. I suffer to better myself. Now my suffering is at least aimed towards something significant, whereas before it was focused at nothing. I was just miserable for no reason. Now I at least can be miserable on a long bike ride and get something out of it, or miserable on a diet, but I'm getting so much out of it that it makes it worthwhile. Whereas before I was miserable and it had no meaning. Now it all has meaning, which is good. I wasn't really being present for my life while I was using drugs and alcohol, and I missed a lot of it. So now I'm kind of here for every moment of it, with my kids and at work and any other experiences I'm having. I'm actually experiencing them, whereas before I was using drugs to avoid experiencing them, and that's not really even living. I mean, I was a teenager, and I had to go through rehab a number of times, and I even relapsed. The last time I was out of rehab, I had a relapse, and I remember I was going out of the country to do a movie, and I just had like a moment of clarity, going like, oh, I could have such a cool life if I didn't throw it away. I'm on my way to film a movie with all these really cool people in another country. It could be a really cool experience, but I'm literally ruining it with drugs. And that was the last time I did drugs, and that was in 2001. I think I was just really trying to avoid the uncomfortable situations in life that I didn't want to experience. So I would use drugs to avoid them rather than handling those situations or making those situations better. I would hide from them with drugs, and I found that I'm much better off tackling those situations and getting them to a place that I can cope with them than trying to avoid them. I mean, there's one guy, an actor, who I had to perform CPR on because he OD'd with me, and then I literally saved the guy's life, and a few months later he OD'd and nobody was around and he died. So yeah, I mean, I've had people die from drugs. So I really think there's nothing cooler than being sober and straight edge. I think it's the coolest thing, and even when I was a kid, I respected the ideals of being straight edge more than anything, and then I got caught up after that in drugs and alcohol, but there really is nothing cooler than being straight edge, in my opinion.